Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 most expensive watches ever made. These timepieces are not just about telling time, they are about luxury, craftsmanship, and exclusivity. In some cases, you could argue, they're about a profound misunderstanding of the concept of value, but hey, who are we to judge? We're talking about watches that cost more than houses, cars, even private islands in some cases. These are the kind of watches that make you wonder who on earth could afford something like that. And to be honest, the answer is usually someone who doesn't need to worry about the price of a head of lettuce. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the dazzling, dizzying, and frankly absurd world of high-end horology. Get ready to see some serious bling. Starting strong, folks, with the watch that makes a Bugatti look like a child's toy, the Graf Diamonds Hallucination. This behemoth of bling will set you back a cool $55 million. Yes, you heard that right, $55 million. For that price, you could buy a small country, or, this watch, which is essentially a wearable diamond mine. We're talking 110 carats of colored diamonds, painstakingly set into a platinum bracelet. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, is it practical to wear a watch that costs more than the GDP of several small island nations? And the answer, my friends, is a resounding probably not. But practicality is beside the point here. The Graf Diamonds Hallucination isn't about telling time. It's about making a statement. A statement that screams, I could literally buy and sell you, but I choose to let you live in my reflected glory. So yeah, there's that. Coming in at number 2, we have the Chopard 201 carat watch. This dazzling timepiece is worth a jaw-dropping $25 million and is so encrusted with diamonds, it could power a small city, if diamonds could power cities, which they can't. We're talking 874 diamonds in total, ranging in color from pink to blue to white. The centerpiece is a massive pink diamond weighing in at 15 carats surrounding that. Oh, just a few more diamonds for good measure. Now, I'm not a gemologist, but I'm pretty sure that's a lot of diamonds. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you stare at this watch for too long, you might just go blind. But hey, at least you'll be blind with $25 million worth of diamonds on your wrist, right? For a mere $11 million, you could be the proud owner of the Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime, a watch so complicated it makes a Rubik's Cube look like a game for toddlers. This masterpiece of horology boasts 20 complications, including a grande and petite sonnerie, a minute repeater, and a perpetual calendar. It took over 100,000 hours to develop and produce, which is honestly longer than I've spent on this entire script. Now, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all those complications do, but I can tell you this, that if you're the kind of person who needs to know the phases of the moon, the date of Easter, and the exact time in Timbuktu, or while listening to a tiny bell chime every 15 minutes, then this is the watch for you. Just don't ask me to set it. Chapter 4. The Jacob & Company Billionaire Watch Subtlety, We Hardly Knew Ye. Let's be honest, the name kind of gives it away, doesn't it? The Jacob & Company Billionaire Watch, priced at a cool $18 million, is not for the faint of heart or the light of wallet. This watch is essentially a giant shimmering middle finger to the very concept of subtlety. It's covered in 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds because why have one diamond when you can have 260? And if that wasn't enough, it also features a tourbillon, because why not throw in a completely unnecessary but undeniably cool-looking complication? The Billionaire watch is the horological equivalent of driving a gold-plated tank to the grocery store. It's excessive, it's outrageous, and it's absolutely perfect, if your goal is to make sure everyone knows you're richer than God. Chapter 5. The Rolex Daytona Paul Newman. A watch with a need for speed. Ah, the Rolex Daytona Paul Newman. A watch so iconic it transcends the world of horology and enters the realm of legend. This particular watch, owned by the man himself, Paul Newman, sold for a record-breaking $17.8 million in 2017. Now, you might be thinking, John, it's just a Rolex. What's all the fuss about? And to that I say, you clearly haven't seen this bad boy up close. With its exotic dial, Art Deco font, and cream-colored chronograph subdials, the Daytona Paul Newman is a vintage masterpiece. It's the kind of watch that makes you want to hop in a vintage Porsche and speed off into the sunset, preferably with a cigarette dangling from your lips and a devil-may-care attitude. But be warned, owning a Daytona Paul Newman comes with a certain level of responsibility. You can't just wear it to your local coffee shop. You need to earn it. You need to live a life worthy of its legacy. Or, you could just be really, really rich. That works too. Chapter 6. The Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication Pocket Change for Time Travelers. Hold on to your monocles, folks, because we're about to enter the rarefied air of watchmaking history with the Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication. This pocket watch, yes, you heard that right, pocket watch sold for a mind-boggling $24 million in 2014. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, a pocket watch in this economy, but hear me out. This isn't just any pocket watch. This is the most complicated watch ever made without the assistance of computers, featuring 24 complications, including a perpetual calendar, a moon phase display, and a celestial chart of New York City, as seen from Mr. Graves' apartment. That's right. This watch tells you the time, the date, the position of the stars, and probably what Mr. Graves had for breakfast back in 1933. It's a masterpiece of engineering, a marvel of craftsmanship, and a testament to the fact that sometimes the best things in life come in small, incredibly expensive packages. Chapter 7. The Hublot Big Bang, because explosions are always in fashion. Next up, we have the Hublot Big Bang, a watch that's as bold and brash as its name suggests. This particular model, encrusted with 1,282 diamonds, will set you back a cool $5 million. The Hublot Big Bang is not for the faint of heart or the small of wrist. It's a statement piece designed to be seen and admired, or at the very least acknowledged with a begrudging nod of respect. With its large, imposing case, intricate skeletonized dial and signature H-shaped screws, the Big Bang is a fusion of traditional watchmaking and modern design. It's the kind of watch that says, I appreciate the finer things in life, but I'm not afraid to break a few rules. And by break a few rules, I mean wear a watch that costs more than a small country. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore, a watch that needs no introduction, but we're going to give it one anyway. This iconic timepiece, known for its octagonal bezel, integrated bracelet and sporty aesthetic, can fetch well into the six figures depending on the model and its rarity. The Royal Oak Offshore is the watch for the discerning individual who appreciates both style and substance. It's the kind of watch that can be dressed up or down, worn with a suit or a pair of jeans, and still look effortlessly cool. Owning a Royal Oak Offshore is like being part of an exclusive club, a club where membership is granted not by bloodline or privilege, but by an appreciation for fine watchmaking and a willingness to spend an exorbitant amount of money on a timepiece. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be a part of that club? Prepare to be transported back to the days of powdered wigs and lavish balls with the Breguet Marie Antoinette Grande Complication, a watch so steeped in history it might as well come with its own powdered wig. This legendary timepiece, commissioned by a mysterious admirer of the French Queen, was completed 40 years after her death and then promptly stolen because of course it was. The Marie Antoinette Grande Complication is a testament to the genius of Abraham Louis Breguet, featuring every known horological complication at the time, including a perpetual calendar, a minute repeater, and a thermometer. It's a watch that's as beautiful as it is historically significant, and its value, estimated to be in the tens of millions, is a reflection of its unique place in horological history. Last but certainly not least, we have the Richard Mille RM56-02 Sapphire, a watch that's as transparent as its owner's bank account. This futuristic timepiece, made entirely of sapphire crystal, will set you back a cool $2 million. The RM56-02 Sapphire is not so much a watch as it is a feat of engineering. It's the kind of watch that makes you want to build a time machine just so you can travel to the future and show it off. With its skeletonized movement, suspended in mid-air, and its transparent case, the RM56-02 Sapphire is a watch that's designed to be admired from all angles. It's the kind of watch that says, I'm not afraid to be different, and I have the money to prove it. And there you have it, the top 10 most expensive watches ever made. These watches are more than just timekeepers. They are symbols of luxury, craftsmanship, and exclusivity. They're also, let's be honest, a little bit ridiculous. But hey, who are we to judge how the 1% spend their money? Maybe they're just really, really passionate about telling time. Or maybe they just like the way diamonds feel on their wrists. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.